What states are principally concerned about is the balance of power. And here we're talking mainly about great powers. And great powers care greatly about how powerful they are relative to other great powers because they worry about their survival. If you're weak in the international system, other great powers or great powers in general will take advantage of you. Just consider the Chinese. They have this period from the late 1840s to the late 1940s that they refer to as the century of national humiliation. Now, the question you want to ask yourself is, why were the Chinese humiliated? They were humiliated for one very simple reason. They were weak, and therefore the European great powers, the United States and Japan, took advantage of them. Another example that highlights this: the Russians, after the Soviet Union fell apart, were adamantly opposed to NATO expansion.
Right.
They made it very clear from the beginning that NATO expansion was a threat to Russia. Nevertheless, the United States pushed forward NATO expansion in 1999. That was the first tranche.
Right.
2004, that was the second tranche. And then in 2008, NATO said that Ukraine and Georgia would become part of NATO.
Yep.
What was going on here? What was going on was that Russia was very weak. And because Russia was weak and the United States was very powerful, the United States felt it could shove NATO expansion down the Russians' throat. That's what happens to you when you're weak in international politics. So what you want to do is be very powerful.
Yeah.
You want to be more powerful than all your rivals, simply because that is the best way to survive.